making a decision to like reach out and talk to someone about, you know, just like some questions that I have and things like that. So.
Okay, so no problem. Once again, you scheduled for a 20-minute session. So you know I'm gonna use your time real wisely. So once again, I am so happy that you did reach out. I know sometimes that's the scariest thing. It's like, is she real? Do she really exist? Girl, I'm real as all real can be. I'm your homegirl. I'll just let you know that I just went through it and I can help you through it. So I don't want you to feel like, oh God, she uptight. Nah, what you see on my video, that's really me. That's really me. That's how I really act. So I don't want you to feel like real, like nervous. I'm here. If you need to cry, if you need to pause, that's fine. I have dealt with it all. And just know I'm in this with you. I'm not the person on the other side. I'm not your doctor who ain't have it. I have it too. Been with it for 9 years. And girl, it ain't went nowhere yet. I want it to go away as bad as you do. Like, damn it, just leave already. Just go away. Like, but that's not the case. So I had to learn how to manage it. So for you, what is your main concern? I know I read over your section and you said you want to learn how to manage it, number one, and learn how to get your self-esteem back. So what is the main thing you need help with?
Well, I was diagnosed with genital herpes maybe 4 years ago. And the meds that the doctor gave me, it's not really working.
Did they give you Valtrex or they give you a cyclovir?
Not Valtrex, but the other ones.
The cyclovir. A cyclovir, yeah.
And it's like, you know, and
that's
like
outbreak.
You go to the doctors and it's like they're not very helpful, and they just kind of look at you like, you know, well, this is all I can do for you. And I was in a point where, you know, I was just really depressed.
Oh yes.
Like, I kind of stopped taking them, and it just wasn't working out for me. And I started back taking them, and it's like, you know, it's just I'm having outbreaks all the time.
Oh, get off the medicine. And I know you probably thinking like, girl, what? My whole thing is I want you to, and I like to talk to people about this medicine. This medicine is not a bad thing, but you don't need it. Like, literally, it's not required. And if you were doing fine prior, you're good. Keep doing what you were doing. Nobody said you wasn't stressed. Nobody said you wasn't depressed. But your body was in a better state. Sometimes, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I was having the outbreaks when I stopped using them, and it's like it's the same thing.
Okay, so the medicine's not working. Okay, so main thing, and I'm sure you've seen this in my video. If you don't know what trigger your outbreaks, you're gonna have outbreaks. That medicine is not a cure. It's not a guarantee. It's not like antibiotics. I take the antibiotics, I'm automatically gonna be good. This is a suppressant. This is basically a healer. It speeds up the process. It doesn't stop the process. It just speeds it up. So it's very vital for you to learn what is causing my outbreaks. And you know, I'm going to tell you a couple of what that could be. Stress is our number one. We know that's hard to kind of get rid of. You just got to learn how to manage. This is my mindset, and this is what I learned. How stressed can I be? Can I be real stressed? Or can I be just stressed just enough? Can I be like church stressed? Or like jumping off the cliff stressed? You know, like, I'm being honest, like, you gotta know how far your body can go. So this is a learning process. This is something that takes time. I tell everybody. It takes about a good year. And I know that can be so like, I don't want to deal. But at the end of the day, it takes a good year to deal with any diagnosis you get. I don't care what it is. It takes you a good year to research, find some real support, and learn yourself. So the same thing that you would do with any other condition that you may get, you got to treat it the same way here. Even though quote unquote is known as an STD or STI, you still have to treat it like any other ailment for you to learn how to manage it. So take your time for that. So learn your stress level, learn what you can do and what you can't do when pertaining to your stress, okay? And learning what helps you through those processes. Learn how to cope, you know, if that's reading, if that's sleeping, if that's going to church, if that's praying, that's meditating, is that going out with your girlfriends, is that going out the country, you know, is that just going swimming, working out? You got to figure out what works. And honestly, most of us as adults, we do not have any stress mechanisms, like nothing to help us cope with stress. We just stress. So you got to figure out what exactly works for you. Especially with this, you got to figure out what works for you and go from there. I'm not telling you not to stress because that's not existent. You're going to stress. That's what life comes with. After that, you have to also learn, do your menstrual cycle, is menstrual cycle your main trigger? Do your menstrual cycle, did that cause you have an outbreak?
No, it's just,
thank God.
I can be happy, I can be on my period, off my period, it's just a constant thing. Like,
it's not going away.
I have some relief, but it's every day I have them.
Okay, so what are you having? Tell me what it looks like, what it feels like. Tell me your symptoms.
It's like a itchy, tingling feeling in my genital area.
Okay.
I may have some bumps or something in my buttock area.
Okay.
My vagina area, don't really think there's like no bumps or anything. It was just like a tingly, burning, some kind of itchy feeling. And then I have acid reflux also, and I have fibroids also.
Oh, girl, go ahead, tell me your real issues. Okay, you gotta realize that stuff is going to affect herpes. Number one, because herpes is built off your immune system and it's built off your nervous system.
Okay.
So you gotta learn, when I have others, when I have other ailments, I got to learn how to manage both of my ailments, because this is going to be out of whack if I don't get those under control. So what I would tell you is taking time to really acid reflux. You know better. You can't eat certain things. And I know that's hard, but you can't eat certain things. You can't do certain things. That sucks, but it's going to be better for you. It feels like crap. So I would just say take your time and really start changing your eating patterns. It's a process. Don't rush yourself. Don't just jump off the cliff, girl. You'll be like a little crackhead about to shake because you hungry. Type thing, or you want something. So that's something you gotta take your time with. My mom had acid reflux. Her biggest thing, she ended up going to a holistic doctor, and they gave her different supplements, and they also gave her a diet plan. That's something, if you don't want to, take that investment at the time, or it's not feasible, then go online. YouTube is our friend. Go on there, find out what different things you can do at home, different supplements and stuff you can do at home. And like I said, everything will process. You ain't got to go out there and buy the stove. Don't do that. I wouldn't suggest it. I say just take your time and do the natural route. The fact that you have the other ailment, you got to know what affects it. Do you take medicine for it? Not for the acid reflux.
I need to do better. She gave me some medicine for it, but I haven't taken them yet. So I don't know if I start to take them, like, really kind of lessen the effects or whatever. So that's something I'm going to, like, start doing, like, now.
You're going to make me whoop you.
So,
you're going to get a whooping.
You're
going to get a whooping. You focus on but my whole thing is you focus on the herpes, but the herpes is an after effect because you haven't managed your other two ailments. When you manage those, herpes is going to get easy. It's going to get real easy, because now you're going to realize if I do right by myself with these two, this one going to get better by default. But if your body's out of whack, it's hard. And something else, if you're taking other medications, this is a time that you have to go to your main doctor or find a doctor that you can talk about with medication. Some stuff kind of act each other. Stuff that ain't going to work because other stuff just don't work with it. So it's very important. And I don't know, sometimes you don't want to go somewhere and be telling them about your sexual, health compared to your, your stomach health. But you need to tell them, because they going to say, oh, baby, no, you can't take that. That ain't going to work. So it's very important. I would say go to your general doctor, take your medicine, tell them what's going on, and say, hey, I keep having this going on. Is this the reason? Can I take these medicines together? And also do your own research. You need to realize what counteracts. If you don't want to go to your doctor, it's very vital. You can go to your pharmacist. That's free. You go in there and get drugs anyway. Say, hey, I want to talk to the pharmacist real quick. I take this, and this. Is it okay to take all these? And they'll tell you, no, that's not the best thing, but I want you to go back to your doctor to confirm if that's okay to get off of it. Or can they change your dosage? So sometimes it's not because, herpes is really bothering you. It's because you got other stuff going on. And you got to really handle those. And as you told me, you're not doing everything you need to. And I know we tend to do that. We're like, oh, I can handle it. It'll be all right. But then something else come into play and tell you, oh, no, baby. Oh, your life going to be a living hell if you don't fix it.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
You're absolutely right.
My whole thing is just taking your time. Take care of your body, baby. Take care. If you only got one, take care of it. You don't have to be in the pain for the rest of your life. You may have some tingling. You may have, God, I want to eat this hamburger. I'm going to eat it, and my stomach going to hurt like hell in a minute. But I'll take the pain for this hamburger. You limit what you can do. I tell people, control your pain. Control the things you can go through. Some stuff you can't control. But you're in a situation with some of your ailments that you can lessen what you're going through. It's going to require a whole lot more work than many people. But that's okay. But if you want to get to a point where you're not in so much pain and you feel like you can live a regular life, then do so at all costs.
You're right. And I read somewhere about like vitamins, like zinc or something, or greens or something.
It's a lot.
Greens one day, yeah.
I would not suggest you take nothing without a doctor. You got other ailments, and I did give people. Everybody, and I hope, I tell people, don't just go buy everything, because most of us do have other ailments that we do not talk about. You'll call me because you're talking to me about herpes, but thank God you told me that, because I would have gave you suggestions. Girl, take this, take that, and you're going to listen to me and take that, and you could have got really, really sick. Or it could have made your situation worse because I'm not aware of that. So I always tell people, you can, do lysine, you can do zinc, you can do black seed oil, you can do oregano oil, you can do olive leaf, and that. But who say that's good for your ailments? It could probably take you into a whirlwind, and honestly, it can cause you to a point. What if it could kill you? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. So I would say never just because you see stuff online, don't ever just start taking stuff. Don't ever do that, because at the end of the day, it sounds good because you want to. I mean, at the end of the day, we do it because it's emotional. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I wish I could just get rid of it. If you feel like somebody say, oh, you take this and you automatically get rid of it, that's not the case for everybody. Your body is not like their body. You may not even like how it tastes. It may make you throw up. It may make you, mess your kidneys up. It may do so many different things. Your hair start falling. Everybody's different. So my whole thing is, it's very important for you to just take some time to talk to your main doctor and say, look, I don't need you to do, I just need to have a serious talk about where I am now, and we get a plan on what I need to do from now on pertaining to all three of these. What is the best thing to do for each, and how can I make sure I don't do one thing in one and cause the other one to flare?
It's like, it's like they're not, my main doctor, and she's pretty buzzing when I go. It's like they're not, to be honest, they just give me this medicine. They're just not, they don't have the most answers, or they kind of, look at you like. They don't know.
Girl, have you realized them doctors don't know what the hell they talking about? A lot of them don't know. And another thing you can always do is talk to, and it sounds crazy, sometimes it's like, I want to go to my main doctor. Sometimes you need to find somebody who care. And this requires you to take some time to find somebody who truly care about your well, who ain't rushing you out the office. And sometimes you need a smaller office. Somebody who don't take so many clients because they're going to take their time. Somebody who got a boatload of clients. Girl, it's about money. And not because they want to. They trying to live a lifestyle, or they thought this what they wanted and they're over their head. They got to eat just like we got to eat. So you just want to take some time to find a doctor that way. And also, you can always go holistic doctors. They're still doctors too. They don't tell you to do another route, but they also know about all the medications. They know about, what's good to take. Well, they know it. So don't think they're out the book, and the only thing, insurance don't pay for them, so you're going to have to come out of pocket. That's the only thing that people kind of get nerves about, because they can be on the expensive side. But at the end of the day, if you want that one-on-one, a holistic will give it to you. But if you want one-on-one, you have to find a smaller office. Or do research. Go on Google, girl. Them reviews don't lie. They don't lie. They don't lie.
I have another, I know our time is we got 5 more minutes left. I'm trying to get back into the dating thing, and I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm saying to myself, no, maybe I should wait.
Yes. Yes, wait. And this is not because you're going to have fear regardless. I'm going to be real with you. That ain't going to go away right away. I still get nervous. I've been 9 years in, and I tell the world, I still get nervous. Because as humans, we want to be accepted, we want to belong, we want to be loved, we want to be, appreciated and accepted. But for you, you got to get your body under control. How do you think you're going to have a healthy relationship and be intimate? And that intimacy is just not sex if you don't feel good. You ain't going to want him to touch you.
My other question is, I've been kind of dating someone for almost a month. We talk all the time, we hang out, but I haven't told him without me having
It's
it.
only a month. That's not bad. Only a month. Have y'all been active in any way?
No.
Okay,
no,
you're
no,
doing good. I'm
no.
proud of you. Yay! Okay.
I'm not that kind of person. Like,
I mean, nobody's that type of person, but things happen. Dudes go in for the kill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put in situations and you just get hot and heavy. So I'm not that person. People make mistakes, so I never want you to feel like, oh God, I can't tell her that she's gonna get on me about it. No, I did it before, and I know how easily we can get caught up, or a guy can come on to you and you're like, God, I tried to tell him and he kind of like jumped on me, type situation.
No, like I'm even afraid to kiss him. Like I haven't even kissed him yet. So
Okay. And you're doing the right thing, because at the end of the day, as a person who are in this situation, you would never want nobody to look at your values a certain way. Like, oh my God, I can't trust you. Why you tell me that? Things like that. So my whole thing is, most important, we ain't got much time, but I want you to first think to yourself, where do you think this relationship is going? You ain't got to answer me yet, but where do you think this relationship is going at this moment? Or where it's going, and well, this is the only question, truthfully. Where do you think this relationship is going? And is it clear on both sides? Is it a mutual agreement that y'all feel the same way?
Yes.
Okay, so if that's the case, I'm happy you said that. It's time to tell him. You cannot go no longer than telling him, because now y'all both established, I like you, you like me. We want to know where this going. That don't mean y'all got to be official, but y'all are now taking it to the next level to see if being official is vital. So now we're exclusive. It's just us for now, and then we'll choose to be, partners later. Whatever. Everybody do things differently.
Like, no. Right now we're not exclusive. We're just going out.
Okay.
We're tight. We're cool, and we have like the bond that we like established or whatever, and we're making plans to go out for New Year's and
okay,
and things like that. So I'm nervous.
It's time. I feel like. But have you talked about being exclusive? Have y'all talked about being exclusive?
We're just kind of building a friendship, and we've told at some point we're gonna see where it can go.
Okay. Okay, you're in a good space. You are in a great space. You know why? Because no feelings are fully involved yet. You like him, he cool, but you're not head over heels.
I'm just taking my time. Like, I like him a lot, but I'm like, just taking my time. I don't want to, just being a friend.
You're doing a good job. And this is how I'm going to tell you. I suggest you do this. If this doesn't, y'all decide y'all don't want to talk, this is what you need to do in everyone. Because now you take your feelings out and figure out if you really like them. Because when you tell him this, you want to know for a fact, I'm clear where this going. Because if you told me like, oh, I like him, but I don't see it going nowhere, I'll tell you then what tell him for?
Yeah.
Ain't no point. You don't see it going nowhere. So don't waste your time. But if you see that y'all have talked about it and y'all spend a lot of time with each other, and since it's clear that, if it happened, we're going to go for it, it's nothing wrong with telling him now. And if it doesn't go anywhere, it's clear to know, okay, you like me, but it's something you can't accept. I don't want us to get so deep where we're like, yeah, man, I really want to be with you now. You're like, oh, boy, I got to tell you something.
And that's what I was going to
do. Don't do that. You are in a good space because y'all are friends now. You're building a relationship. So even if he's uncomfortable at this moment, y'all can work through the uncomfortable before a relationship. I'm telling you, herpes in a relationship is difficult when you first find out. Because now it's like, you ain't telling me before we got in a relationship, so I feel trapped. You know I care about you. You know how I feel. You ain't giving me an opportunity to even think. Now I'm concerned about your feelings. I'm caught up with you. I don't say I want to be with you. I'm seeing where we're going in the future. We don't make plans. We going on trip. I can't cancel all that, girl.
I wasn't gonna. I was gonna wait before. I wasn't gonna say something after, but I was gonna give it a little bit more time to, tell him, and I'm not trying to hold it back. I'm holding back on the kissing and everything.
You're doing good. It's only a month. Don't be doing all that anyway. It's too early to be doing all that. I'm being honest. It's just too early. You like, I don't know. You don't know me. We ain't even. I mean, if y'all need to have the sex, talk about different stuff. When the last time you been tested anyway?
Girl, since I've been diagnosed.
You know that. You know his status?
No.
All right, then. See, we got a lot more to talk about before we even talk about you touching. You can get your hand. You can move. You can hug me. We can hold hands if that's what you want to do. But physical? I don't know nothing about you, baby.
So basically, I should tell them before we even get to that point of even.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my whole thing, because think, if it was you, how would you want it?
Yeah.
Is it an easy thing to do? No. But my whole thing, men are different from us. Men is all about loyalty. If you don't give it in the beginning, he ain't gonna trust you. Don't get so far doing like, man, you could have told me that in the beginning. And that female was like, man, I'm not telling you that. I don't know you, but him, he was like, let me make a decision. If I like you, I like. If I don't, I don't. If my intentions are not right, they not right. You just didn't know it yet.
Yeah, and then if someone can't accept me, then I don't need to be with that person.
You don't have to be with that person. Is it gonna hurt? Heck yes. I'm not gonna tell you it's not. It's gonna hurt because you're like, oh my God, now I gotta go through this again. What if it happened again and again and again and again and again? You're right. You know how many people you went through? Are you married? Have you ever been married?
No.
All right then. You've been going through this. You ain't found your husband yet. So you've been dealing with rejection after rejection after rejection. Trying it didn't work. So my whole thing, if you've been doing it that long, it ain't no point of stopping. Keep on pushing until you find what you want. Dating is just not an easy thing. And, it's so easy to get discouraged with this. Because it's like, oh, my God, I don't want to deal with this. But you didn't think about that when you left Peter the other day. Y'all had been together for 5 years. You finally got over and you jumped back out here. And he gave you the blues.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? It's no difference. Heal from it and move on.
Yeah.
So don't let it hold you. I'm not saying that he won't or anything like that. But I always like to prep people. Because I know how we all get when we get a no. Because as women, we don't deal with rejection. We don't know what that is. We get rejected from homegirls or groups that we want to be a part of or careers or things like that. But we don't get rejected by men. Girl, we don't know what that is. It don't even exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when we deal with it, girl, we have meltdowns. We're like, oh my God, he don't care. Yeah. He don't love me. So
I'm going to start taking my meds for my acid reflux. I'm going to go to my doctor and talk to her, and when I'm definitely going to be calling you back again for like another session.
Oh, absolutely.
So when, thank you so much.
Absolutely. You start going back to the gym. If your main doctor told you need to lose the weight, lose it. And don't wait till the new year. I'm gonna wait till the new year. No, girl, start now. And it's simple things, changing what you put in the refrigerator. Eat what you got in there still. Nobody told you not. You gotta eat and get paid for it. No one told you to throw your life away. Girl, don't do that crap. Don't be wasting no grocery money. Nobody got money to be thrown away. Eat what you have in there, but just slowly. I mean, so gentle. Adding 1 or 2 things. Next time you go to the grocery store, probably, if you haven't been, buy foods that is not going to mess with your acid reflux. So slowly just start adding things in. Nobody's saying you got to get rid of everything you like. Like anything red is not good for y'all. But if you talk to people who have acid reflux, they may say, oh, girl, if you make it with this, that, and that, and that, you can still have it. So sometimes it's not that you can't have it. It's because it is processed and it got certain crap in it and it caused you to just like about to die. And if you made it at home, you're probably in a better situation. So I never want you to think like, oh my God, I can't eat what I want. That's not the case. Sometimes you just need to take the time to learn how to make it on your own and it's best for your body. And it requires a lot of research. Like I said, ease yourself in. Don't get overwhelmed. It's so easy. Don't be sitting on the computer all day looking this stuff up. You're going to get overwhelmed and thinking like, oh God, I got to pay all this stuff. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm going to, you're going to start thinking about all of that stuff. Just ease yourself in. Find 1 or 2 things that you're like, I can implement that. I can do that. But most important is going to your doctors and telling your doctors what's going on with you pertaining to those medicines. Because you never know. You say that medicine wasn't working, it may be counteracting. Especially if you're taking anything else. You just never know what's going on with your body. But don't sit there and don't do anything and nothing gonna change.
Do you take the meds when needed or?
I don't take them. I only took them. Because it's not.
Take it's just your diet and your vitamins that you take. And
I don't take nothing no more. I don't take nothing no more. Like, in the beginning, I did the greens and stuff because I was still learning my body. But I'm just at a point now where I don't have outbreaks like that. My biggest thing was stress and friction from sex. So I had to learn what caused my outbreaks, and then I did things, making sure I'm really ready when it's time for me to be intimate. Also learning how stressed I can be, things like that. And health wise, I just slowly started. I never was a bad eater anyway. I just started eating a little bit better every year. It wasn't perfect, girl. Sometimes I eat hamburgers for 2 months, but that was never a reason why my outbreaks. So my whole thing, what affect other people may not affect you, but it's just very, very important for you to be healthy for your body. Period. You don't need another ailment, something that you can prevent.
Do you have a video on like your diet routine or like the things you eat, or I'm quite sure you do?
No, girl. You see, you don't encourage me to do another video. See, you don't messed up now, so I have a video, but that's fine because I changed my diet completely. I started juicing.
Oh, okay.
We hear about that all the time. I started juicing. So things are different. I lost a whole lot of weight. And girl, I can't tell you the last time. I may get tingling here and there, but it's because I know my stress is off the chain.
Okay.
But eating wise, honestly, I'm going to be so honest with you. Our diet doesn't have much to do with this virus. It has everything to do with our stress and the changing of your hormones. Like, or friction. That friction can cause you the break of the skin. And also, your menstrual cycle messing with your hormones. Stress messing with your hormones. It's certain foods that'll cause that, like, some chocolate, some nuts, things like that. But I'm going to be honest, it's very rare. It's people who are out there, but most people, it's mainly stress, friction, menstrual cycle.
Okay.
So, but eating healthy is your best thing. It's better for you because you're mentally better. You feel better, you look better, you feel better in your skin.
Okay, girl. Okay.
That helps?
Well, I wish you lived in Chicago. You had an office in Chicago or something, or like...
One day.
Jeez.
One day. Now, if you ever come to Atlanta now, you got to go ahead. But the good thing about it is I'm having some events in the southeast area next year. So, you can probably plan to come out to those events. But if you ever want to do sessions, I do video sessions too, girl. You can see me, I can see you.
Okay.
You got that option where we can do video session as well. I also offer a program where you can do coaching with me. So you can do coaching with me for a month, or you can do coaching with me for 2 months. And we'll talk about, we'll get some goals together, what you want to accomplish in that month or 2 months. And then we'll focus hard. We talk for an hour and a half about so much stuff. And then by the time you're done, you're going to be good. I promise you. I got a guarantee. Like, most of the ladies who went through it and truly did the work, I mean, it was tough, are good. They in good relationships and everything.
I just feel so guilty about, I don't know, the dating thing, and I'm kind of back in it, and I got feelings for somebody, and it's like I just kind of wish I would have just, I don't know.
Girl, you ain't did nothing yet.
I know that, but I mean, I don't know.
Don't hold yourself hostage to something you ain't did. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing at all. And you're doing the right thing. You're not doing anything. You seeked out help. My whole thing is just make sure you're completely physically and emotionally and mentally ready. And if you're not, let him know, like, hey, I got a couple of things going on. I enjoy spending time with you, and I still want to do that. But I don't want to move too fast, period. It's cool we talk on the phone here and there. And I mean, if that requires you to slow down, not call as much, not text as much, don't go out as much, do it. Because the more you spend time with him, the more you're going to fall for him. He's going to fall for you. That's just protocol. Who you hang with, you start to like. Who you hang with the most, you start to love.
Yeah, that is true.
So my whole thing, the more time y'all spend together, y'all going to start falling for each other. And then y'all going to want to touch each other. They just come with the process. I know we fine. Girl, that happens. You can't just keep looking at them after a while. It's going to be like, I want to touch it.
Yeah, we talk. We talk late on the phone every day and go out almost every weekend. So it's
you increasing, but you want the intimacy. Yeah. You want to feel loved on. So that's why you're doing it, because you're like, oh my God, this feels so good.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying him, but my whole thing in the back of your mind, you still mad and scared. Like, oh my God, I wish I didn't have this. I had to deal with this, blah, blah. And then you're like, no, I got to tell him, what if he don't want to be with me? Duh. So my whole thing, if you're not fully ready, then just tell him. This is the best time to say, I got some things going on. let me step back just for just a second. We still gonna hang. We gonna do this, but not as often. And he gonna respect you more to say, okay, she not ready for all of this. Then you say I'm ready, and then you get all the way in it and you not. And now his heart gonna be broken like, dang, man, I thought I had something with you.
Yeah.
Don't think dudes don't get bought. Girl, they be going down. I mean, I wanted her. I wanted that one.
So when I say that, just come out and just be like, hey, I have blah, 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 and I need to take a step back, or like.
No, I would just say, if y'all going out this weekend, I would say when y'all talking to say, hey, you know, I got some things that happened over a couple of months that just really been, you know, holding me. You know, I enjoy talking to you. It has nothing to do with you, but I would never want to take you into something and I'm not fully at a place where I'm done dealing with it. And he gonna probably ask you what it is. Be prepared. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to tell him,
Yeah.
take the opportunity. I'm a strong believer. Take opportunities when they give it to you. Now, if you don't want to tell them, that's fine. Okay? But I feel like if you get the opportunity, you can tell them. You're like, you know, I thought I was ready for this, but, you know, I'm dealing with something. He gonna say, what you dealing with? You can tell me anything. You know, dudes and nosy. Tell me, man. I probably can help you. So my whole thing, if you want to tell him, take the opportunity. Because that backtracking, oh, you remember we said, and you asked me, he gonna like, why you say nothing? You should have said it then. So just know, when you say you want to step back, you don't have to give an explanation. And most people are like, you ain't got to give no explanation. Yes, you do. Because you want somebody to give you an explanation why they stepping back.
Yeah.
You give what you want back. So my whole thing, just be prepared. If you want to step back, you're going to have to give an explanation. If you want to step up, you're going to have to give an explanation. Regardless, you're going to have to give an explanation.
Yeah.
So which one you want to give? Because you still going to have to disclose soon enough. Just saying I want to step back ain't going to be good enough for him. You're like, what? You were just like, you was good. Am I scaring you? Did I do anything? He going to start to want to put it on himself. And I don't care how much you say, it ain't you. He's like, man, I don't did something to this girl. I'm moving too fast. I don't think she like me like she say she do. And I mean, you can't control that. But as humans, we always do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until we, the other person on the other side, really be transparent and say, hey, it's me for real, and let me tell you why. And they're like, oh, okay, now I can really say it's not me. But if you just coming off and saying, you know, I don't know if I'm ready for this, and you know, I need to step back, and I'm like, man, she ain't ready for no relationship. She wastes my time. I really like her.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not to scare you. It's just to give you the reality.
Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate you talking to me.
You want a hug? Girl, open your arms. Don't cry. I don't want you to cry. I just want you to know I never, ever, and if you don't know nothing else about it, I'm never going to let you walk into this blindsided. I never want you to walk in not knowing.
It's hard because I don't really have anyone to talk to about it, and I just kind of go through everything on my own and by myself. And,
you got me now. This is what I want you to do, and we're going to go ahead and get off the phone because, you know, I don't give you some extra time because I like you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I want you to go on Facebook, send me a friend request on Facebook, okay? If you have already done, I want to get to them. I got so many friend requests, I got to get to it. I'm so behind. But make sure you send me a friend request. Send me an inbox and say, hey, I talked to you today. We had a session. I want to add you to my private group. Nobody can see it. Nobody knows you in it. Don't feel scared like, I can't post. Yes, you can. The only person who's going to see it on the timeline is you and the members. Nobody else. So then you're in there with other ladies. It's a lot of ladies up there in Chicago that you can connect with and say, hey, girl, you know, can I just call you? If you ain't comfortable with sitting with her. Girl, can I just call you real quick? I just need to talk. And the ladies are very supportive. They will literally be in your inbox talking to you and encouraging you. Nobody's alone. Everybody been through it.
Okay. All right.
You need another hug? Come on. Just bring it on in. Bring it on in. Physical touch is vital. Just need a good hug.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right. You're not by yourself in this no more. I know I was there. I had friends. I have people who love me, but they don't get it. They don't get it. Their life is not shifted like yours. They don't have to worry about stuff. They act like they're invisible. And they be doing stupid shit and you wonder why. You're like, you're so dumb.
Yeah.
Didn't I just tell you what happened to me? And you just, oh girl, I'm just going to have sex with him. Really? Really? That's what you want? Okay.
Maybe I'm not even that type of person. So I would never do something like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, when you're around people and you hearing stuff, it's like, why y'all so reckless? If y'all only knew what I'm going through, y'all wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But you know, people, we live in La La Land, girl. We swear we Jesus. But last time I checked, Jesus got his butt beat too. So.
And I guess I'm trying to rush the process. I need to just kind of slow down and just try to take care of myself first.
Yes.
And like,
don't get into something too premature. I'm telling you. Herpes can put a stress on a relationship, especially when you're not in a place of acceptance. That man can tell you, girl, I care about you. I want to marry you. Okay? And this is a couple of years down the line, you know? But if you're not in a place of acceptance, you don't like, he don't want to marry me. He just saying that. I'm going to be real. No man ain't going to pity you. If he say he want to be with you, he want to be with you. But if you don't believe nobody want to be with you, how do you think you can accept somebody else want to be with you? You got to be happy with yourself to even receive happiness. I mean, he can be giving you the world and you can't even see it. And everybody around you like, girl, you are messing this up. But you're like, you caught up in yourself. If you're going to be that caught up in yourself, then be by yourself until you're ready.
Yeah.
It's a healthier thing to walk in whole than walk in like falling apart. He shouldn't have to do the work for you.
Yeah.
Because it'll take a toll on him trying to take care of you.
Yeah.
I have dealt with relationships like that too. To a point that people want to step off and like, man, I love her, but I can't deal. You don't want to see your partner depressed. You don't want to see your partner want to take their life and you telling them I love them and I want to be with you. It makes you feel like you're not good enough either. It's like, dang, you don't want to stay here for me? You don't want to get better for me? I keep telling you I want to be with you. You know, so.
Okay, then. Again, thank you for talking to me, and I really appreciate it. You gave like some good feedback, so.
Yay! Yeah. I can't wait to talk to you again. You're going to be all right. If you need to do a video chat next time, when you do your session, just check video. Then the information will get sent in your email how to do the video.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving you a call back.
All right, girl. You're going to be all right. Cry the rest of it out. Stop holding it in. Get it on out. You ain't done yet. It's okay. Just know you're not by yourself. And you about to join a group with 200 or 600 and something women. You're going to be like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And you may know people. And that may be scary, too. Yeah. But you just never know. If she in there, she got it, too. Just know that. Nothing to be scared of. But all right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon, honey.
Okay. Okay, thank you.